Miss Stewart, what are your views? What are your views on current President Donald Trump?
My view of Donald Trump is that as we progress into this presidency, he is looking more and more like a dictator. He is unraveling the fibers of our democracy little by little, and he's doing it in a very aggressive way. There are some drastic things that he's done already within the first 100 days of his presidency that I view as unethical. I view as not not empathetic to how it affects other people. I can give you a couple of examples. During the inauguration, there were bombings and looting and bomb throwing and destructive things happening blocks from where the inauguration was taking place. And a team of photojournalists and reporters went to the scene to cover those events during the inauguration and aired them on local and national television stations. Within a few days of airing those stories about the rioting that was happening blocks away from the inauguration of protesters who were protesting Donald Trump being elected and inaugurated, those reporters and photojournalists were terminated from their jobs, arrested, and charged with felonies. That goes against the constitutional article of freedom of speech that was established in this country in the 1700s by the founding fathers of this country, which is part of our American thread and democracy, that Donald Trump blatantly disregarded and basically violated their constitutional right to report news. It's called freedom of speech and the press. It's an article in the Constitution that was clearly violated. That's just one example.
Okay, so in saying that, do you feel Donald Trump hinders or helps the country?
In saying that, I feel that hinders, by definition, democracy as we know it is becoming dismantled. He has a very, his method of leading the country is that mimics a tyrant and a dictator, which is going to turn our democracy into an authoritative form of government that is not going to be healthy for the country. And so, yes, he is hindering the way our country is and changing the dynamics and the face of what we know as a free country.
Okay.
Oh, it's becoming a dictatorship is what's happening.
All right. Now you can be as biased as you want with this next question, because it's your own opinion. But based on current events, how long do you feel Donald Trump's presidential term will last?
Given everything I've said and my personal opinion, and I'm looking at how he dominated the presidential debates, knocked all of the other candidates out. He's come into his first 100 days of being the president doing things that are unethical and against our American Constitution. He looks just like a tyrant. He's turning our democracy into a dictatorship. Quite frankly, he's becoming more and more invincible. And I don't think large bodies of any type of Congress or House of Representatives is going to be able to stop him. I think that he's even going to change the terms of presidency. We know that it's 4 or 8 years. I think he's going to become another Fidel Castro or another Hitler and rule for many years beyond the 8 years, the 2 terms. And it's because I see people intimidated by his predatorial ways and are conceding to a lot of the unethical things that he's doing, and he's just going without being stopped like a freight train. So, I see him last a lot longer than 8 years. And I hate to say that because people think that he won't be allowed to continue. He's gotten away with a lot of things already, and it has not been 100 days.